If I just could be like 10 or 15 pounds lighter, that my life would be so much better. Like my life would be so much better if I could just like feel more comfortable in my clothes. I was gonna make a video today about why I don't care what I look like. And I was gonna go into how like in the past, my goal has always been weight loss. I've always been obsessed with how much I weigh and, you know, what is looking back at me when I look into the mirror. And I have made a lot of shifts in my life away from that. But the reality is that I still care about what I look like. I know that there are so many people, because I was that person who would feel so much shame and guilt because they look a certain way. And I have been in that space so many times in my life where I really believed that if I just could be like 10 or 15 pounds lighter, that my life would be so much better. Like my life would be so much better if I could just like feel more comfortable in my clothes and be accepted more in society. And I don't think that there's any debate that like if you are outwardly beautiful and you have a beautiful body and you are actually like attractive, like your life is different than people who are overweight or just like don't have as attractive features as you. Like that is the superficial society that we live in, and that's unfortunate. But I guess like on the one hand, it is that I don't care what I look like, because I accept that there is a lot more to me than just what my body looks like. And on the other side of that, I really do care what I look like, because I do subscribe to this concept that body is temple, that my body is a temple for my spirit soul. And my body, this is 100% what I believe, that my body is a direct reflection of what I am feeling inside. Like my outward body is a reflection of my inside. So when I first went to the temple, I had kind of come to a point where I was just like done with the whole like trying to lose weight thing. And I actually at that time I started running, and that was amazing. And I started losing weight, and then it was like in that time when I was really getting into what they were teaching at the temple, I got pregnant. And then I went through this whole other journey, this whole other like physical body journey of like eating to nourish my child and not for myself. And I'm like, my body went through this whole entire transformation, and it was incredible. But the thing that I was thinking about this morning when I was considering making a video about how I don't care what I look like, that I'm not trying to lose, my goal isn't to lose weight anymore, that like I'm beyond that, which is not true. I am stuck on this idea that like currently right now, I am about 15 pounds heavier than I was when I first got pregnant. And like the beginning of my postpartum period, I didn't care. I was like, you know what? Like I'm a mom now. Like I have to like hold extra weight on my body because I'm breastfeeding, and like my body went through a transformation, and I'm focusing on being a mother right now, and I still care so much about my body, but the fact that I have some extra weight on me is not, it's not like a make it or break it type thing, and it wasn't causing me any sort of anxiety or anything like that. However, my son is almost 2.5 now. So when I was thinking to myself, like, I don't care what I look like I still do hold some shame around, like, why am I 15 pounds heavier now than I was when I first got pregnant? And like, do I want to release that weight? I do, like, I really do. Like, that is definitely a desire of mine. And is that a bad thing? Like, is that a negative thing? Like, it can become negative really, really quickly. Like, super easy, it can become quickly when you attach your self-worth to your appearance. And that's something that I'm working on separating my self-worth from my physical appearance. And instead focusing on this idea that my body, my physical body, my outward appearance is a direct representation of my inner self. And if I am holding on to like 10 to 20 pounds of extra weight on my body, what does that mean that I'm holding on to internally? Because I am holding on to so much. I mean, I'm on my journey. We're all on our journey, on our karmic journey. Like I fully accept and embrace that everything in our lives happens so specifically for a reason, and that we are here in life not just to like work to be accepted and work to be loved, but to learn, experience what it is that we are karmically meant to experience with being born into these bodies and these environments and situations that we were born into, and to uncover, like take off all of the layers and uncover who it is and what it is that we actually are. And I'm realizing that like this is all part of the process, and the fact that I'm still holding on to this extra weight, it means that internally I am holding on. I'm holding on to some attachments, and that I have inner work still to do, and that's okay. That's okay. I acknowledge that I have a desire for a strong and healthy body that supports me in every aspect of my life, and for my outward body to provide or to support the amount of energy that I want to exude into this life to accomplish what it is that I want to accomplish in being a mother, and also just living in general a fulfilling life for myself. I don't want it to seem like there's this duality. It's like either you are obsessed with your self-appearance and you like want to be like the prettiest and the healthiest and the most fit person, and that's one end of the spectrum, and then the other end of the spectrum is like, I don't care that I'm holding on to extra weight. I don't care that like my hair isn't exactly how I want it to be, or that my nose is this way, or whatever it is that you critique about yourself when you look into the mirror. Like I don't care about any of that, because I am not my body. And it's like I am finding myself like right here in the middle, in that like my body is a temple, and my body is an outward reflection of what I have going on inside, and I want to be as healthy and vibrant as I can within, so that that exudes outside, and I want to release my attachments, and so that I can release anything that's not serving me externally as well. And it's a process that happens from the inside out, and that's what I'm so passionate about now, is not so much like outside in, like eat these foods, do this exercise, live your life this way so that you can have the internal results. It's more so like it's a balance. Like you can only do so much if you're focusing on the external. You have to go within, and the things that we don't like about ourselves, the things in our life that we want to change, those are clues for us to say, oh, that's something that I'm attached to. Like I am materially attached to this discomfort that I have within me, and that's something that I have to work through internally, and then that can manifest, the solution to that can manifest outwardly as well. So even though I am completely recovered from binge eating, and that I do experience food freedom, and I'm in such a better place than I was like 5, 10, 15, 20 years ago. Like I'm in such a better place now, and I'm so grateful for all the work that I've done inside and outside of my body. And I'm so happy with where I am right now, and I know I have so much further to go. I do still hold on to some shame and some guilt around my physical appearance. I critique myself, like why am I heavier? Like why can't I lose this weight after giving birth? Like I am still critical of myself, but the difference is that now I can observe those critiques of myself. I can feel the shame, I can feel the guilt. I can notice when those thoughts of unworthiness start to creep up in me, and I can say, wait a minute. This is just something that you are experiencing because you have you have material attachments and you're putting too much weight on what other people think of you, you have to go within, noticing where it is that I'm feeling sticky, and just acknowledge it and be okay with it and feel it and feel it. Like when I look in the mirror and I'm saying like, wow, my face looks different. Like I feel like I have extra fat on my face. Like that's something that I will tell myself when I look in the mirror. I do. And instead of just like being like, oh my gosh, I need to lose weight. I need to lose weight. How am I gonna lose weight? I just accept that it's like, okay, yeah, I am attached to the way that I look like, and that's okay, because I want to be healthy. I want to be healthy. I don't want to carry around extra weight that isn't serving me, and that's not my primary goal. Like it's not my primary goal in life. But the real thing that I'm working towards is to find like an inner sense of peace and an inner sense of acceptance and meeting myself where I am right now. So yeah, I don't care what I look like because I'm not my body. Like that is true to an extent, and it's also not true to a completely different extent. It's levels, we're layers. We have so many layers to us, and it's healthy to acknowledge all of the layers. And 100% the healthiest thing to do is to meet ourselves where we are, acknowledge where we're feeling stuck, and accept it. Accept that we have these issues, whatever it is that we are working through. Like it's okay. Like that's why we're here. We are here on earth to work through those issues. And if you didn't have any issues, what would you be doing here? Like what, your life would just be perfect? Like you could snap your fingers and all of a sudden you'd have like the perfect body, and then what? You'd still feel the same internally. But anyways, if you've made it this far, thank you so much for watching, and please click the link in the description of this video because I have a free journal. It's called the Opportunity Journal, and it's like a very beginner-friendly journal just to kind of like walk you through if you struggle with binge eating or you struggle with like turning to food as a form of comfort, like just a way to like start the practice of being self-aware, because self-awareness is the key that can unlock like everything you ever desired in your life. As soon as you become aware as a bystander, not identifying with what it is that you have going on inside of yourself, but become aware as like you as an observer, like you are over, or you're your soul inside of you, and you are self-aware as in like, oh, I'm having these thoughts, I'm having these issues, I'm having these attachments, I'm feeling this way. That is so interesting. Let me get curious about that. And instead of spiraling and identifying with the issues that we have going on. And that's all I got. Please, I hope that this video inspires you to start making decisions in your life that are going to feed your soul. Don't let your life be led by your body and your mind, but allow your life to be led by the spark of life that's inside of you. So I'll see you in the next video.